Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto and this price analysis update on Vechain. I know we only did one a couple of days ago, but I did say if we break out of this huge downtrend that we're in, I would jump in some further price analysis, and so far, so good. We've broken out of that downtrend. We'll take a look at the asset in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and have a look at a few key levels, where we could invest and where we could look to either take profit or maybe even a bit of price prediction thrown in there. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome. Today we're going to take a look at Vechain, and we have broken out of this long-term downtrend. Back in, when was this? Let's have a quick look. Back in April, we hit the all-time highs up here at 27.8 cent, and ever since then it's rejected. We had a retest of that trend there, and a retest of that trend there. This time, we have actually broken out. So if we go down to a 4-hour time frame and have a bit of a zoom in, you can see a clear breakout. On previous videos over the course of last week, I have done a few updates, and we was pretty much keep rejecting off this same area. If you look at this region here, around 12 cent, rejection there, rejection, rejection, same again there, and same again all the way around here. So we got all them rejections, and eventually, with the way it was going to break out because Bitcoin has been creating new all-time highs and pushing up. This is now a breakout, and hopefully we managed to stay above it. If we're looking for some buy zones though, what we need to do is look down here, and every time you get a breakout, you always get a retest of that trend, and that's a good thing to see. It will show that we get a retest and then a break up. Hopefully we don't get a break down and then a drop through here. I can't see it, to be honest. The entire market's starting to look good now. So in terms of a fib level, if we look at the bottom here, all the way up to the current latest move, there's a couple of key levels where you could potentially invest. Obviously we've got this 382 level, which is 12.8 cent. And this 618 level is just below it, so you may get a wick down to that side, so that's 12.2 cents. So what I would do if I were you, I would ladder a few orders just from 12.8 down to 12.2 cent. I can't say it's dropping below it, to be honest. Maybe a quick wick down, but in terms of closures, especially on the 4-hour, I think this is where we're going to potentially look at hitting. So we've had that impulse move up, breakout, and then we're looking for a retracement for buying. So we could come down and retest this trend now, which is a bullish sign. And then we'll probably pick up some momentum and start pushing on. So that is the areas I would consider buys. 12.8 down to 12.2. And like I say, it is a good thing that once you break out, you come back to retest that trend. And then we push on and regain some steam. So that's the buy zones covered. I can't see it's dropping back down to 11.4 cent unless something drastic happened throughout the market, which we can't rule out, because I mean, if you looked at Binance today, we've had a bit of a scam wick all the way down to 8k, which is out of the ordinary, and just shows that there's a little bit of manipulation still in play from the big exchanges there. Just a word on exchanges: if you are holding Vechain on the exchanges, please take them off the exchange, bang them in Sync Wallet or something like that, where you can have control of your assets, because in reality, it's not your crypto unless it's in your wallet and in your hand. So just a word of warning there, because cryptocurrency exchanges can be hacked and have been hacked, and multi-billions are being taken away. So that's a bearish scenario. Let's have a look at a bullish scenario, because things are starting to look bullish now. And if you're wanting to accumulate some more Vechain, if you think, right, I've not got enough, I want to try and grow my bags, what I would consider doing is selling a little bit to rebuy back. So the first area I would consider is here at 14.2 cent. It lines up very, very nicely with this negative 2.7 level, but also marries up with this 382 level. The 382 level is the retracement. If you go to the daily, the 382 is a retracement of the entire move. So if you put the fib from the top of the move there to the bottom, we are retracing. We'll probably reject there, because it always does. If you look here, rejected here and rejected there for that 382 level. So that, let's just get rid of that fib actually there. That is an area I would look to take off some profit at first, around that 14 cent, 14.4 cent region. I think we will get a bit of a sell-off there. If we go back down to a 4-hour, you'll get a better grips of that. So that is a region there. I'm going to mark it up with a nice horizontal array. So look to take profit there. and then potentially buy back somewhere down around 13 cent before we do go on and then push on to 14 cent is that first area I would consider taking profit. So that's the area to look at, and then obviously we've got this region here at 15.7, which again is a key fundamental area where we rejected last time, so 15.7 cent as well. If you want to wait a little bit longer, you don't want to sort 14 cent, wait for 15.7 cent, because obviously you always get rejections into key levels of resistance. So that's the buy zones and the sell zones I would look at on this perspective here, just around this area here. I don't want to go too far in depth, but that's the area we're currently working in. We're not going to drop outside of that yet. We want to find out what goes on in this area, and once we break to the upside or to the downside, that will give us a good area to look at targeting. Right, so that's that pretty much covered. What I want to do is just have a look at some price predictions here, and I've got mine up here. So my price prediction for Vechain, potentially not the end of this year, but potentially the end of this cycle. This cycle could be a little bit different to previous cycles, and I'm expecting we could push on till around February, March, April time potentially, but let's wait and see. But I'm expecting an 81 cent Vechain by the time this cycle is coming to an end, and in terms of a market cap, that would be astronomical. It would be way over $100 billion, and probably even higher than that. I've not worked out yet, but that's a region I would consider targeting. So that's that pair pretty much covered. I want to just look at a BTC pair in the two, which is a nice bounce. Previous video, I did say if you're looking for buys on Vechain, buy here at 177 sats. And if you manage to fill some orders there, happy days. We have had a double bottom. We're a bottom there and a bottom here. So that's your double bottom. We are now pushing to upside out of this level of support. Well, it was resistance, now support. And the first area you need to target is this downtrend, probably to take profit. I don't think we'll break through it because of BTC pairings. I've been getting pretty much savaged recently. So if you're looking to take profit around here, around 250 satoshis will be that area where you should consider taking some profit if you're looking for a break up and another breakdown. I'm expecting the BTC pairings to still get hammered, so you could even place some orders down here at about 128 sats. Maybe ladder some down from 175 down to 128, and that could be a nice area. But that's that pair pretty much covered. Just some quick buy zones and sell zones. The main asset is really within this dollar pair. This is where we're getting predominantly most of the price action, and what's going on here? There we go. That's where we're getting most of the action. So far, a great breakout. Looking at moving averages, 20 and 50. We had a bullish cross here on the 13th of October, and if we look to the daily, we had a bullish cross here as well on the 13th of October, so that's a good sign. We've had that bullish cross, which I would expect now is going to continue, and these moving averages, I'm expecting a nice bit of growth here and a price to bounce up off it and use that as support pretty much all the way up. So that's going to pretty much do it for today. I just want to round this video up by just mentioning my Patreon is now active. We've been going about a couple of weeks now. If you're new to cryptocurrency, or even if you've been for a while, or even if you need a hand, we've got a lot of things going on there. So we have weekly streams where we do a Q&A, a bit like an AMA session with myself. I've got 5-6 years experience in crypto now, so if you need a hand with anything, I'm there. We've got guides, tutorials, educational content. We do every single day do a market update. That's either in a written format in a newsletter, or in a video which is published straight to a Patreon Discord channel. Lots of things going on in the Discord channel. If I just show you here, this is what's going on. We have lots of category lessons, tutorials, articles, and then we've got a huge breakdown of everything that's going on. News which is posted out. Whenever news is released, Crypto Panic fires it straight into a Discord server, so that gives you news just as quick as anybody else. So that's going to do it for today, really. That's it. You will find a link for the Patreon in the description of this video and the pinned comment. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.